Well, Giovanna, the Tokyo 2020 Olympics have come to a close and all the athletes are heading home. Some to train for the Paris 2024 Olympics, some to find a place for their new medals, some heading back to middle school, and some all three.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. First, why was it called Tokyo 2020 when it was clearly postponed until 2021? And the other is, do you mean to tell me a middle schooler won a medal?
I can answer one of those for you, Giovanna. Tokyo 2020 didn't change its name to Tokyo 2021 for a couple of reasons, but one major factor is that the Tokyo 2020 Olympics have been advertised since 2015, and changing it to Tokyo 2021 for marketing alone would have added $20 billion to the cost.
Ooh, that actually makes a ton of sense. $20 billion is nothing to shake a stick at, unless you're Jeff Bezos. So what about that middle schooler who won a medal?
For that, Giovanna, I'm going to toss it over to Oscar for this week's edition of Next Gen Sports, where Oscar will explain everything and give us more on what went down at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Next Gen Sports. The highly anticipated Olympics have finally come to a close, a full year after they were meant to begin, after being postponed due to the pandemic. And let me tell you, they did not disappoint. Today, I'm going to share some true determination stories and spotlight some Olympic underdogs. This year in Tokyo, 33 different sports had competitions, and each of those sports had up to 49 events. A total of 339 gold medals were to be won. But wait, a twist? 340 were given out?
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
Well, Giovanna and Trenton, high jumpers Gianmarco Tamberi of Italy and Mutaz Essa Barshim of Qatar agreed to share the gold medal in their event after they cleared 2.37 meters, about 7.8 feet. But were unable to make the record of 2.39 meters. They agreed to share the gold as they both performed perfectly throughout the event. And in an unmatched show of sportsmanship and friendship, Barshim asked if they could have two golds when being offered the alternative of a jump-off. Some would argue only one should be the best, but these two friends agreed that at Tokyo 2020, they were both the best. Another heartwarming story to come out of Tokyo was weightlifter Hidilyn Diaz winning the Philippines its first ever gold medal after nearly 100 years of trying. Diaz won in the 55 kilogram category of women's weightlifting. She took the gold by successfully lifting 127 kilograms, which is almost 280 pounds. The determination of countless athletes over 100 years was finally brought home by Hidilyn Diaz. Congratulations to you and the Philippines. Here's to many more to come.
First gold medal in over 100 years?
Wow, you go Philippines, from underdog to top dog.
Speaking of underdogs, 18-year-old Tunisian swimmer Ahmed Hafnaoui won gold in the men's 400-meter freestyle event after swimming the slowest time to qualify for the event. In the 8th lane, which is where the slowest qualifier races, he was not expected to medal at all. And stunning everyone, including himself, he took the gold by just 1600ths of a second. Ahmed Hafnaoui said to the press, "I was surprised myself. It's unbelievable. I just can't believe it." Congrats to the Tunisian swimmer for his stellar performance and for continuing to fight for the underdog. People might also think that just because you're young, you're automatically an underdog. Well, 12-year-old skateboarding prodigy Kokana Hiraki showed everyone otherwise by winning the silver at the Women's Park Skateboarding Final. She became the youngest athlete to medal in Japan's history and is the youngest overall to medal in 85 years. 12 years old! That's younger than me. Think about how many more Olympics she got ahead of her.
Can you imagine going back to middle school with an Olympic medal?
That'd be insane. They'll be chanting her name in the hallways. Kokona!
Kokona!
And just to bring it home, the U.S. brought home a total of 113 medals this year because of grit and determination. Thousands of athletes around the world train for untold hours for this moment. And they make it because of an unyielding desire to prove they are the best. It doesn't always turn out in their favor, but that's not a deterrent. They go and give it their all, and that's all they can do. We should all take a lesson from Olympic athletes in all parts of life. Go out there and give it your best.